Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious Oreo no-bake dessert. Now this is absolutely amazing, so keep watching and I'll show you step by step how to make this. The first thing we want to do is start off some Oreo cookies. Now it doesn't matter if you're using double stuff like I am or single stuff. In fact, I have some single stuff and some double stuff, and I'm just going to mix them together. Now you want to use about 15 to 20, and that depends on the size of our dish. Now I'm going to use a food processor for this, but you can alternatively put this in a plastic bag and just smash it into little bits, and that will work fine as well. This just makes it a little finer. Put in your Oreo cookies. And pulse. It only takes a couple seconds, but when all of your Oreo cookies are smashed to bits, just double check, make sure there's no large pieces. Now I have a half a cup, which is 1 stick of melted butter. Just pour that around. Give it a light mix. Perfect. So I've decided to add another 5 Oreo cookies to this. So that makes mine 25 total. Now I'm using an 8x11 casserole dish. Now most of them are 13 by 10, 13 by 9. So this is a little smaller than yours might be, but I'm just going to take our Oreo crumbs, spread it out on that dish. And I do like my base to be very buttery. Now of course you can use half the amount of butter I used if you like yours to be very crumbly. And just spread it out. Now just take this, put this in the refrigerator while we work on the rest of our ingredients. Next, I have a large bowl here. In that bowl, I have 1/2 cup, which is 1 stick of butter that's softened at room temperature. Next, I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of vegetable shortening, and then just blend this together. Next, we're just gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and mix that. Now we're going to add between 1 and 2 cups of powdered sugar. I'm going to start off with 1 cup and then go 1/2 cup at a time until we reach the consistency we're looking for. And this is the consistency we're looking for. We don't want it to be too thick. It needs to be spreadable. So once you get to that point, then you can stop mixing. Now we're going to make another layer, which is going to go over top of the placed Oreo cookies. And to do that, I have a large bowl, and I'm going to add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And with the whisk attachment, we want to whisk this up until it forms stiff peaks. And after it's formed stiff peaks, we can move on to the next step. Next, I have a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. We're just going to add that to our whipped up heavy cream. And we just want to fold this in. Don't want to overmix it, just fold it in. Now I'm not happy with how this turned out, so I want to add another cup of heavy whipping cream, but I'm going to do it in a separate bowl and whip it up first before I add it to this. And now that we whipped that up, we're going to just simply fold this into our other mixture here. And this is a much better consistency than I had with just 1 cup of heavy cream, so I do highly recommend using 2 cups. Now just pull out your crust from the refrigerator, and we're going to start assembling this. Now start off with our first filling that we made. I'm just going to get a nice big scoop, put it right in the middle, And using an offset spatula, I'm just gonna spread a nice thin layer over the whole thing. And once that's done, nice and even, now we're gonna add some Oreo cookies to that. For this step, I do like to use the double stuff. So you can use the regular if you'd like, but I think the double stuff will be so much better. Next, we're gonna take our big filling with the heavy cream that we mixed up, and we're gonna cover over top this whole thing. Now we're gonna decorate this, and the first thing I did was melt down some chocolate and put it in a piping bag. So I just wanna drizzle a little chocolate over it. Next, I have these mini Oreo cookies, and I think I can just lay those around. And maybe stand up a few of the big Oreo cookies. And take about 3 Oreo cookies, put it in a plastic bag, let all the air out, and we're just gonna crush these down and use the crumbs to sprinkle across the top. So after 2 or 3 Oreo cookies, I did remove the filling from them, and then I crushed them up in this little baggie. I'm just gonna sprinkle the crumbs all over this. And that's it. That's our Oreo no-bake dessert. You want to take this, put this in the refrigerator for at least an hour or 2 just to firm it up a bit before you want to cut it up and serve it. All right, so I've had this in the refrigerator for a couple hours. Now we're going to cut it up and serve it. Now the first piece isn't going to come out too clean, so I kind of just push that out of the way. I'll use that as my taste test, and the rest I can put on a plate and serve. So we just want to look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. See all the layers. Well, now it's time for the taste test. I'm going to dig into this and see how we did. There we go. We got a little bit of everything on here, and we're going to give it a shot. Wow. This is incredible. That first layer of filling we put on there is actually the same taste of the filling of the Oreo cookie. And then of course you had the cookies and they had filling in there. And then that heavy cream, which is like a Cool Whip, and that on top. This is amazing. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this Oreo no-bake dessert. It was absolutely amazing. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also hit that big red subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to get new videos all the time. Also check out some of the videos I have off to the side, including a Reese's no-bake dessert that I made a while back, and that is amazing too. So until then, I'll see you next time.